Have you ever stopped to think about what happens when someone loses the one thing that connects them to the world and still refuses to stop fighting? Close your eyes right now, just for a second. Feel that darkness, that sensation of not knowing what's coming next? Now imagine it never goes away, never again, and yet you still have to stand up and face the most powerful enemy of your life. This is the story of Shiryu of Dragon. And it's not a story about losing your sight, it's a story about seeing what truly matters. When Shiryu faces Algol of Perseus, he makes a decision no sane warrior would ever make. He gouges out his own eyes, not out of desperation, not out of madness, but because he understood that the enemy's weapon, the Medusa, only worked if he could see. Algol's greatest weakness was the very power he relied on the most, and Shiryu saw right through it. Think about this with me. How many times in life do we cling to something that seems essential but is actually holding us prisoner? A relationship we insist on keeping alive, a job that drains our soul, a pride that won't let us ask for help. Shiryu gave up his sight because he understood that some things can only be seen when you stop looking with your eyes. And this wasn't a one-time moment, it was a scar he carried with him. After that fight, Shiryu remained blind. He walked into the 12 houses without seeing a single thing ahead of him. While Seiya, Hyuga, and Ikki had all their senses intact, the dragon walked in the dark, literally. But here's the detail that gives you chills. Shiryu didn't become weaker, he became different. He started sensing Cosmo in a way the other knights couldn't yet grasp. The absence of sight amplified something deep within him, a perception that went beyond the physical. He began fighting with his soul. Every strike, every dodge, every decision came from somewhere deeper. There's a scene in the House of Libra that says it all. Shiryu, blind, holds the golden sword. He can't see the ice trapping Hyuga, but he feels it. He trusts, and he acts. In that moment, he wasn't the strongest knight, but he was the bravest. And courage, people, is not the absence of fear. It's the decision that something exists greater than fear itself. The old master knew this. Dohko didn't train Shiryu to be invincible. He trained him to be resilient. There's a massive difference between the two. The invincible never falls. The resilient falls, bleeds, loses pieces of himself, and gets back up again. Shiryu lost his sight, nearly lost his life multiple times, and every single time the dragon shield cracked, but he didn't. What really gets me about this story is that we live in a world that celebrates those who have everything, those who are complete, strong, untouchable. But Shiryu shows us that real strength is born from lack, from the wound, from the very thing the world says should destroy you, but that you turn into fuel. He didn't see with his eyes, he saw with his heart, and his heart was a dragon, ancient, wise, and unshakable. So when someone tells you that you don't have enough to win, remember the knight who ripped out his own sight and kept standing. Remember that Cosmo doesn't need eyes to shine. Now, tell me something. If Shiryu managed to see the truth in the middle of the deepest darkness, what is it that you're refusing to see, even with your eyes wide open?